I mean, I've been involved in a million riots. I've been involved with a million orgies. I don't know what's wild, you know? Like, I really don't, none of this shit, it's all normal now. So I think I'll probably say a standard story. Oh, crazy orgy, you know, crazy fight broke out, you know, like, I don't know. I can't, you know, it's not my craziest story, but it was like just one I was telling the other day. It was like I was, you know, having this like orgy with these girls, and the one girl took the champagne bottle and started banging the one girl with that, and the one's blowing me in, and I'm switching the other one around, and this other girl's banging, like, so this and that, and then like, she starts banging her with the champagne bottle. She comes on the champagne bottle, she pulls it out, starts eating her, you know, this, that, and I'm like, yeah, so I got my you know, I'm doing the girl's mouth, and she's eating the one girl, and okay, cool. Or maybe I was doggy and she was, I don't remember. It wasn't that long ago, but I you know, a lot of orgies in my life. But this one was wild because the girl all of a sudden comes up and made a joke, and she's got blood like this on her face, like a vampire movie, like a horror. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, yo, she's on a period. And the girl's like, no, I'm not. I'm like, yo, she's on a period. And what happened was when she fucked her with the champagne bottle, like the aluminum, you know, like, because the aluminum thing was still on it, must have cut her in the vagina. So she cut her, and she's eating the pussy, and she comes up like it looked like I thought fangs, and I was like, oh, yo, the sex is over, night's over, I'm not fucking with you, I got AIDS or something. This is great. It's not an AIDS joke. It was going through my head, you know, like I was like, I got, you know, what the fuck? Scary moment, but you know, that was fun. That was, you know, now afterwards I said, hey girls, ha, you know, but like at the moment it was like, you know, because she looked like a horror movie, looked like Welcome to Fright Night and shit, the blood. Like, damn. That was a funny one. Yeah, but there's a million stories. I mean, these stories, you know, you want to be the guy bragging on your dick. Like, this happened and that happened. I was just trying to think of, like, what's a wild visual to tell you. And that was a wild visual. There's so many like that, but crazier, you know. Every girl thinks they can turn you out. You know, they all be like, I'm so good and this and that. And, you know. And some days you go, okay, you want to make me come faster? Oops, that's less for you, you know. I'm not like, wow, I'm scarred by this vagina. You turned me out. I just came a little faster tonight, you know. You did good. Give me 20 more minutes so I could try to make you feel better, you know. I wasn't a party guy. They'd invite me to all the Source magazine after party, or this party, is this. All these fancy parties, and I didn't want to go to them, you know. I never did the parties. Like, if I'd have a meeting, a dinner party with somebody because they want to talk business or something, but even in them days, I wasn't like, I want to go mingle with record executives. I want to go mingle with the hip people. I never did it. I knew all my boys, oh, they're going to get us a limo and go to these parties. I was never that party guy, so I stayed away from it. I mean, my own parties, you know, my own little house parties, those, you know, got wild and crazy, and, you know, those were more wild than it. Well, no, I can't say they were more wild than industry parties, because the industry parties was doing some wild shit, I'm sure, you know. Oh, well, I don't know the story, but in Nova Scotia, somebody got stabbed up and killed in front of one of the shows. But I don't know how to make that an interesting story. Well, I was doing a show and someone got stabbed and killed out front. No, it was at my show. Like, it was at, you know, the people at my show, and then, like, it was a block in Nova Scotia, Canada somewhere, and the dude, and it was all on the news that they stabbed him up. Yeah. I left the town. I don't know what they tried to blame or nothing, you know. As far as the wild tour stories, you know, I got the fights and the riots and the orgies and the all the stuff every rapper might have had once or twice in it. Like, we really, I think those stories are boring because everybody will tell you those stories. You know, they all got something. But I mean, ours was real wild. But there was one kid who messaged me. This was like, damn, this was like a memorable moment rather than like blood and guts and pussy. Like, this dude messaged me years ago, and it was not years ago, a couple years back, and said, yo, like, my two sons died just now in a car accident. Like, I love you, man. I'm listening to Still Get Through the Day, and it's saving my life here. Like, I love you. So he's like, if there's any way you could call me. And I was like, yo, like, this dude can't be trolling. That's real. So I went to his page, and I seen, like, you know, all the things on the wall. So I called the dude up, and we just started crying on the phone together. Like, it was so, like, it was like, he was like, is this really R.A.? Like, and the dude started, oh my God, like, and he had just lost his sons, two of his children, his two babies. So it was like heartbreak, like like, it was crazy, and I remembered it forever, you know, like, and then all of a sudden in my, and you know, I get so many inboxes on the Facebook fan page that, like, I can only read like the first 10 or so each day. And I don't know how I ended up seeing his, and then like a couple years later, a girl hit me up like, look, my fiance called you. Messaged you about his son's dying, and is there any way when you're in our town that he can meet you or you get us into the show? I was like, yo, set up something and we'll have dinner together, something. So we surprised him, and it was just so sad. But then we went to the show, and I dedicated the whole song to him and his children, and they all came out. Everybody was just fucking crying. It was like, you know, that was as far as like memorable fan moments. Fuck the orgies and the pussy and all of that bullshit. It was like this was like, damn, you know, like, that shit was crazy. You know, he was just like, damn, like, you lost your two fucking children, and you come to me, a stranger, because of the music I made. That's what music did for you. So yeah, that was memorable, you know.